Good morning, everybody. This is Sharon, and welcome to my world. For those that don't know me, I am a registered nurse, and I have been working in the medical field in healthcare for over 38 years. And yesterday, I started a 6-month challenge. So this challenge is to go live on video Monday through Friday for the next 6 months. Okay, I know, right? That's a big challenge. So my plan is to go live about this time, which is around 7 o'clock in the morning Central Standard Time. So every day, Monday through Friday. Okay. And I hope that you can join me. You can join me live, or you can watch the replay. And if you didn't already watch yesterday's video, the replay for yesterday, then if you would do that, I'd much appreciate it. So it was the beginning of this challenge. So let me know for this video, let me know in the comments if you're watching me live or if you are watching the replay. And that way I can kind of get an idea of who I'm connecting with and, how. So each day we will have a different topic of discussion. And most of these topics of discussions will be about health and wellness, in the area of healing, all things that relate to health, wellness, healing, well-being, things like that. So that's what we're going to be talking about for the next 6 months. And today's topic is called, What is the Matrix of Modern Medicine? What is the matrix of modern medicine? Okay, so we're going to kind of do a breakdown of what it is. And as I do this, some of it may resonate with you. Okay, so yesterday we talked about awakening from the modern medical matrix. But we didn't really talk exactly. We gave some ideas about what this matrix was. But today we want to kind of break it down just a little bit more. So let's break it down now, okay? The modern medical matrix, as we did mention this yesterday, it's a system. It's a system that so many of us were born into, especially if you live in the United States. You were born into this modern medical matrix. And this matrix is a structure that centers around prescriptions, procedures, and protocols. It's a system designed to treat symptoms, but rarely to explore the root causes of the symptoms. So, what do I mean when I say root cause? So why are you having the symptoms? What's causing these symptoms? What's the root cause? So this system, the medical matrix, they don't care about the root cause. In most cases, they're not looking at the root cause. So let me explain what I mean. So what this medical matrix look like? I'm going to show you what it looked like. Now, as I mentioned before, I've been in the medical field almost, like 38 years plus, right? So I have seen this scenario that I'm getting ready to tell you about. So this is what it looks like. This is what the matrix looks like. You wake up one morning, let's say this is an example. You wake up one morning, you're having all these things happening. You got a headache, maybe you got a stomach ache, you got something, you're in pain of some kind, and you need some relief. So you get yourself ready, you make an appointment with your doctor because that's what you're programmed to do. You have a symptom, so you're going to go to the doctor about this symptom. So you go to the doctor, you're in the waiting room, I don't know how long, 30 minutes or more, you're in the waiting room, yeah. And so then once you're in the waiting room, then you go into the main procedure room where they, check you out. And you go there and then you tell him your complaint. You tell him or her, what's been going on with you. And so now you're at the doctor's office, you're telling them your complaint, and then you are quickly diagnosed, which is good. You're diagnosed. And you're given a pill. You're given a prescription for a pill. And you said, well, what's causing this? I'm like, I woke up this way. Like, what's going on? What's causing this? And then your doctor may say, he may or may not, not all of them will say this. So he may say, it's just part of aging. That's what happens as you get older. He may say that. Okay. But you're rarely asked about your lifestyle. You're rarely asked if you had gone through any kind of trauma lately that may have caused these problems. They never ask you about your diet. You want to know if you're eating right. That could have caused these problems. And they don't ask about your emotional well-being. Could there be something there that's causing these problems? So that's the scenario. That's the scenario that goes on. And over time, with multiple of these scenarios that happens, over time, the pills multiply. Okay? And you're taking all of these pills, and your connection to your body weakens. So we all have a connection to our body. Our body will let us know, what's going on if we listen, right? So now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, because again, I've worked in the medical field. I've been a nurse. The matrix that I'm talking about, it's not evil. It's not evil. I'm not trying to say it's evil. I don't bash doctors. I love doctors. It has its place. This matrix does. And it can save lives, because lives are saved all the time. But it's become overgrown. It's profit-driven and deeply disconnected from the human spirit. Okay? This medical matrix that I'm talking about, it dismisses natural remedies. Don't come in here talking about the natural remedies that you tried, or that folk medicine that you tried, or your grandma said to do this. They don't want to hear that. Okay? This medical matrix ignores the body's innate intelligence. I must say that again. It ignores the body's innate intelligence. Our bodies are intelligent. Our bodies were designed to heal itself, and it has intelligence about what to do when something is not going going right. And then this medical matrix that I'm talking about, it promotes dependence instead of freedom. The medical matrix wants you to be dependent on that system. They're doing everything that they can to make you dependent on that system. And many of you are dependent on that system. You will quickly make an appointment. You will quickly make an appointment if you have some symptoms. A headache. Simple things. People make appointments for them. Simple things. Where you could just go to the kitchen and get something, or even drink a glass of water, and sometime you'll be better. But here's the truth. Here is the truth. You are not broken. You are not just a diagnosis. And you are not here to spend your life managing symptoms with prescriptions. I'm going to let that kind of sink in a couple seconds. You are not here to spend your life managing symptoms with prescriptions. You're here to heal. You're here to heal. And that's what stepping out of the matrix means. Stepping out of the matrix means reclaiming your power. Some of you know and some of you may not know, but I wrote a book several years ago. It was called Your Doctor is Not the Boss of You. Why I said that? Not to bash doctors, not at all. But what my goal was in writing that book was to let people know, like, you can do this. Take your power back. Don't give your power over to someone else. You have the power to heal yourself. So there's all kind of things out here in the world, things that you've never heard of that can heal without a pill. Okay, so you want to reclaim your power. That's what stepping out of the medical matrix mean. You want to start trusting your body. You want to start trusting your body. And you want to explore the healing wisdom that's always been here. It's always been available. There's been healing wisdom in the world. There's energy healing. There's shamanic healing. There's meditation. There's all types of alternative technologies is what I'm going to call them. It's always been here. You have to learn them, tap into them. So if you felt trapped in the medical matrix, you are not alone. So if you will, drop a comment and share your experiences. What was your experience have been like so far in the medical matrix? Or you can just say, I'm ready. If you are feeling the call to step out of this medical matrix, if you feel that call, put that in the comments. Say, I'm ready. You're ready to start looking at other ways to heal. You're ready to start finding out all the different modalities around the world that you can tap into. So come back tomorrow when we will talk about how we got here. How did we get here? How did so many of us end up relying on prescriptions in the first place? See you tomorrow.